Hi guys, and very nice greetings from Germany. Happy winter solstice. I hope you are okay and everything is fine with you. Yeah, I had the impulse to go live here on Instagram, and I also had the impulse to do an energy transmission, to sing and speak in that language that we, translate the energies, that you are able to anchor all these codes. I hope you are doing well. So how are you doing today? Do you feel the winter solstice? Do you feel the energy? When yes, how do you feel today? I'm very curious. So I see, wow, many people are joining. You're also awesome. I wish you a very good time. So and happy winter solstice for everyone. Nice greetings to Australia. Hi Marcel, Soul Essence Mentor. My twin flame is also watching. Hi Tea Leaves, bless you. Hi Golden Pink Smell. Hi, nice greetings to Austria. Ah, hi Michael, nice to see you here on Instagram too. We had the honor on TikTok, right? Yesterday. Very amazing. Love you all so very much. You are also awesome. Thank you. You are all so beautiful. So, how are you doing? Yeah, I wait a little bit that more and more people are coming online. So, and then we do the light code activation together. So what I'm getting is I have also the impulse to speak about the year of 2022. So what to expect the rest of the year. I honestly feel nothing special, honestly, energetically. I just know that chaos in the world is growing. Yeah, we talk about the global chaos. Yeah, you see what's going on with the collective, with the system, with Russia, with Germany. So they scare us. So crazy here. They scare us with the new flu. And you know, when you dive very much into this, then you will feel very depressed, hopeless. And what I'm also getting is we must unite. I received this message over and over again, that we really unite, that you join communities, that you join events, for example, that you see, hey, you're not alone. Because I feel, we must help each other. Because I feel, when I talk about the system, I actually saw more chaos soon. Because the old system is slowly dying. And I mean, maybe you feel it. I feel it so strong. When I spend time in bigger cities, so I feel it. The old system is really dying. So even when I go into a shopping center, I did this experiment. I can't get access to this any longer. It's like I watch the people, right? They buy clothing and gifts for Christmas, and I see they are stuck in the old matrix. So and ignored what happened with Balenciaga and everything. So I mean, it was so obvious. It was so obvious this time. And the collective is still ignoring it. Yeah, and went into the shopping centers and bought gifts for Christmas. And it was like, we were there, Marcel and me, my twin flame. But it was like, I can't get access to this any longer. It's like, I just watch the other dimension. Yeah, and maybe you feel the same way. So even when you spend time in the city, or when you go into a cinema, right? Avatar #2. Did you watch the second one, Avatar? What is your opinion about it? So I shared a very short review on Instagram about Avatar 2. Yeah, and I still have mixed feelings about this movie. So it was a little bit strange, honestly. Maybe it just mirrored what's happening at the moment. Maybe. That they shared with us some secrets. I think so. But even when you go into a cinema, so maybe you feel the same way as I do. It's like you go into the supermarket, you go into the cinema, or you go to a restaurant. When you spend time in cities, and it's really like you live in another dimension. So even when you live with them together side by side, but it's really like you live in another dimension. You cannot get access to this fake world any longer. So when you dive deeper into this, so how do you feel? The second movie was only about war. Yes, thank you so much for sharing your point of view. Yeah, it was too violent in my opinion as well. Too violent, and the storyline, it was also so fast. So the intro was beautiful, right? So to see how Jake lives with the Na'vi together, and then to see how the children are getting older. So I want to see more this. I want to see a Na'vi documentary. I don't want to see them always in a war. But yeah, this is Hollywood, right? So always drama, 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 war, war, battle, and yeah. But maybe you are in the same opinion. Do you want to watch a Na'vi documentary as well? Just to watch how they live and how they create their food. And to see how they reconnect to nature, how they train animals. This is what I want to see. I want to see how they pray to Ewa and how they meditate. And this is the movie I want to watch. And that's why I like the first one more, because you saw a lot how the Na'vi live. Yeah, when you know the first one with Naitiri, and yeah, she helped Jake, right? And she shared everything with him. So that was fascinating. So I like this movie because to see how they live. Not that they are always running away. Then the Na'vi are in a battle with each other. No. Yeah, thank you that you have a similar point of view. But definitely there are many hidden secrets. I believe so. So I like the second group, the new group also very much, the sea beings. So yeah, this world reminded me a lot of Mintaka, honestly, yeah. I feel these beings, the new Na'vi, they are a mix of Syrian and Mintaka, yeah. But actually I always felt Na'vi it vibrates so Syrian-like, honestly. Because Syrians are very proud, strong. And they're very good in running and jumping. Then many of them really have an indigo blue skin color, Syrians. And basically they have very scanning eye colors. This is how you recognize Syrians as well. And many of them really have green eyes or yellow colored eyes, Syrians. So that's what I always felt. So, and the new group, it was like, okay, yeah, it feels a little bit different to me. I felt Mintaka came through strong when I saw the sea world. So I don't know how you felt about it. So when you dive deeper into this, then you know what I mean when I talk about Mintaka. Yeah, so amazing. So many people already watched this movie, I see. So interesting to see all your different reviews about the movie. I did cry a lot watching. It was painful. Yes, of course, I couldn't watch it. I had to stop, honestly. I really had to stop and to calm down because really I felt it drained my energy. And then I did it again because I wanted to know what's going on next. So maybe, there's something happening, right? So maybe there are some codes, some messages and secrets. And yes, definitely. But yeah, it was also too violent for me. Actually, I have no problem with violence, honestly, because I love Lord of the Rings. So I mean, Lord of the Rings is just war. So when you know the third part, it's just war. So they're always just hunting each other and punching each other and killing each other, right? Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's a super violent movie. But I don't know why Lord of the Rings impressed me. I don't know. It is the energy, I think. That's the energy, the elves. And I don't know the story behind it. It felt so true. Yeah, Lord of the Rings feels very true to me. So that's why I think. But Lord of the Rings is super brutal. Super brutal. And Harry Potter as well. So when you know the last movies, also super violent Harry Potter. Yeah, how do you feel about all these movies? So did you watch Lord of the Rings? And if yes, I mean, it's a super violent movie as well, but did you have the same feelings to me? It's like, I could watch this movie, they're always battling with each other, but I don't know, the energy was different in Lord of the Rings. It felt more authentic to me. I cannot explain it different. So when I watched Avatar 2, it felt not real to me. It felt so, I don't know, not authentic to me. I cannot explain it different. So yes, I see many people are here now. So what else can I tell you? Yeah, I feel the energies that will continue on this level. I see the rest of the year, I honestly don't see any changes. What I'm getting about 2023 is, it seems like the masses, they have it now in their own hands. I cannot say for sure. It's always like up and down, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, up and down, up and down. I just feel March, April, something is about to happen in March, April 2023, energetically. So maybe it is an energetic event, and maybe we feel this event strongly. So I don't know, honestly, if something will happen in the collective or with the system, but I just know that more and more and more shocking news are coming up to the surface. So please don't be shocked when this happens. Suddenly, boom, a new shocking message comes up. So you will see it because you are open-minded, right? So you know the rabbit hole. Many people not, the masses not. In Germany, they still close their eyes and they still act everything is alright and it will be the same as it was before the sea. Most people, they do this in Germany. So I don't know how it is in your country, but that's what I'm getting for the year of 2023. I feel massive changes in March, April, energetically, maybe even in the system. I have no idea, honestly, but I personally feel the chaos will continue in the system. And I just hear over and over again, and I receive over and over the same message. I feel big changes are coming in 2024, 2025. So I talk also about the system. So that something is happening. So, I mean, when we continue on this level, so many of you are tired, right? You feel beyond exhausted, me as well. Because we feel so much. We feel how the people are doing. We feel that many people are weak and tired now. Here in Germany, you cannot imagine what's happening here. They tell the people now that 12 million people in Germany have suddenly a flu. So they have all a flu now. And they scare the children now to take this. Okay? So now you cannot imagine, slowly the people must think about it. So when this is true, and 12 million people have a flu now in Germany, you know what I'm talking about. All the mandates and all this. I don't want to dive deeper into this. A few are thinking about it, if this was a good idea to believe these mandates. I cannot say more. I see a few, but they are really scared. And it's like they go more and more into fear-based thinking. So this is what you feel. It's like, it drains your energy because you are the opposite. Because you go higher. You go with the ascension. So this means your energy becomes more and more crystalline. So you go the stairway slowly higher and higher and higher and higher. And then you see the difference. You see the masters. It's like they go the stairway downstairs. It's like they do the opposite of you. And this is what many people are talking about, the time split. About the earth split as well. And as mentioned, I already feel it. When I spend time in a supermarket or in a shopping center, we did it. And we tried it. It is really like you live really in another dimension now. So even when you live with the people together, but I cannot get access to this any longer. I saw too much. Maybe that's why. Yeah, even when I appreciate when people are happy, but I don't feel it here in my heart. That's what I'm getting. I feel this split will continue. Even with us, that we slowly understand who we truly are. And what is my mission? What is my purpose? So you will understand more and more and more your purpose. So you understand that it's about taking action. Not just meditating on this, because this is what we did many, many years. But now the time has come to taking action slowly. That you really start to manifest our visions. So and always keep in your mind, what do you want to see in the world? So what reality do you want to see in the world? Stay focused on this reality and start taking action. It starts with these little things in life. So when you help your neighbor, for example, so when you help your pet or animals, so you already make the earth a better place. So that's what I feel. That's a little bit a calling for us. And that's a message I receive from the Arcturians, you know. I work with them strongly at the moment because the Arcturians are very strong guidance. So they can guide us through the chaos very well. And do you know why? Because the Arcturians, they are non-physical. They are out of the dual game. So it's like they live in heaven, if you will. They live with the Prime Creator together. So they have not a physical appearance. So that's why they can see everything from above. That's why they can navigate very well and they can guide us through the storm. Because they see everything from above. So when you have a physical experience, You still age and you still reincarnate and you have light and darkness. But the Arcturians, they live in a place in which there is no darkness. There's really just light from the Prime Creator, unconditional love. But when Arcturians appear physically, so then they do it for us. They just lower their frequency. They are very good at this. So these are, if you will, shapeshifters as well. But basically they do everything from within what I know about them. So then we can see them. And they do it just for us. That we understand their energy. That we understand, oh, an Arcturian spirit talks to me now. But actually Arcturians are non-physical. And many times Arcturians appear with a bald head. Or they have an androgen body. Androgen. Because they balance the divine feminine and masculine. This is also a tool to go with the ascension, that you try to rebalance the divine feminine and masculine within you. Because basically we have both. And as more you go the stairway higher back to heaven, as more you rebalance divine feminine and masculine, and then, yeah, you are androgen, if you will. So, and Arcturians basically prefer this appearance. And this is how many of you know them. As androgen, many of them have very crystalline eyes. It's like you really look into another universe when you look into their eyes. So sometimes they have a gender as well. But actually, they are just a spirit. There is no gender. Nothing. So when you go the organic ascension, I talked about it a few times now, then you slowly rebalance the divine feminine and masculine within you too. But it's organic. You go the energy of Christ. You follow the path of Christ. And that's the difference. When you merge with technology, this is the AI ascension path, they try to do the same artificially. This is what I get about the transhumanism agenda when we talk about this. So it's the same. Just through technology, artificially created. Because AI and the destructive ones, they over and over try to copy souls. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. So this means behind the transhumanism agenda, there is a very important key. The key is rebalance divine feminine and masculine within you. Okay? And they do the same just with AI. Through technology, artificially created. This is how the destructive ones are playing. Beings are behaving this way, which are really disconnected from their hearts. Okay? So maybe I'm able to clarify this, and you see these two paths now also very clear. And I see this will happen in the year of 2023 as well, that you see more through this. You understand more, you see more and more and more through these illusions. So when you go the path of Christ, so your soul already decided. So you will feel it. And when you feel the same way as I do, I know so many other starseeds, they feel the same way. They say, hey, they cannot get access to this drama. They cannot get access to the news any longer. It's like they really just watch a movie and they even don't feel anything. They are not emotional, nothing. So, or when they spend time in cities, they feel like a stranger. Or really they live in another dimension. So maybe you feel the same way. So when you feel this way, then I can tell you, you are on the ascension path. Because they try to pull all people, not just the collective, everyone, into the AI ascension path. That we merge biologically with AI. This is the plan, okay? By all these beings. So this is, keep it in your mind and trust your heart. Dive deep within. What do you want to do? Is this the path? Do you want to have a chip in your brain? So do you want that technology take over? So when I talk about the first artificial womb facility and they create technology which looks like a womb center and they try to give birth artificially through AI wombs, this is the transhumanism agenda. They copy the laws of the Prime Creator with technology. So you can imagine behind it, there's always the truth. The truth is, you have these two sides within you. Rebalance the divine feminine and masculine. and slowly you go the stairway higher back to heaven. And the Arcturians, as mentioned, they are non-physical. And they can guide us very well. That's why I work with them so much. I never had such a deep connection to them, honestly. But we had a very interesting experience in the year of 2021 when you know me from my YouTube channel. So I saw a little bit how the AI works. So I believe I saw it. Yeah, I think I didn't get it for real for 100%. But I just know in 4D, the AI already took over. And this was not good, honestly, what we saw there in 4D. Okay, even all the destructive ones and their plans for humanity. It seems like so we saw it. And it's shocking, honestly, because this, I feel, is not our path. So, I mean, maybe many people would choose this path for real, because this is the AI ascension path. You merge completely with technology, and you give your power away to technology. This is the AI ascension path, that you don't see, hey, you are a powerful creator being. You can create from your heart. It's like technology starts to enslave us slowly. This is the AI ascension path. Okay? Just discussed in love and in light, right? It looks also shiny at the beginning, but that's what I know for sure. This is their plan. So I don't know if this will come. I hope no, and I believe no. This time no. But it can be chaotic, so be prepared, because it's up on the masses. It's not because of you, because you are not afraid to see it. You dive deeper into all this. I mean, why is Elon always warning us of AI? I talk about Elon, you know? So many times he made the statement, oh, AI is dangerous, AI is dangerous. Why? Because they know. So this is not just to scare us, because they really know. So I don't talk so much about VIPs in this live, but I have my own point of view about Elon. Okay? Discern with your heart. Learn to discern with your heart, because now you have the chance to train your psychic muscles. And this is how I see it. So that's why when people tell me, hey, you are wrong, you were mistaken some information, then I say, yes, you are right, maybe I was mistaken, because we are all in this together. So I see it more as a challenge. It's training my heart center. So all this chaos now, it's helping me to learn to trust my heart. And this is how I see it. So when people tell me, hey, you are wrong, I don't say, hey, are you stupid or whatever, that we are in a battle. Then I say, yes, maybe you are right, and maybe I'm really wrong. Because I feel this is unity consciousness. Really, that we get out of this beliefs that we alone know the truth. So even when you are a starseed, we are all in this. So we are all in training. So and even when I offer starseed readings, the same. I tell this my clients over and over and over again. We are all in training. Please pick up what resonates with your heart. So even when I offer the service, now we understand in the spiritual community that we are all in this. And that things are completely different as we believe to know. And this is what I feel for 2023, that the split will continue and that you will see through all illusions. More and more and more and more. And I tell you, there are so many illusions. It's crazy. Almost impossible yet to see through them all. That's why we are all in this together. But when you train your heart center here, when you learn to see with your heart, then you will see slowly through all these illusions. So, and it's really an illusion. It's even not real. Because all what remains is the connection to the Prime Creator. The soul connection. This is what remains. Not so much the label. And this is what I'm getting for 2023. I don't know what will happen to the collective, honestly. I have no idea. I just feel the chaos in the system will continue. I feel many hidden secrets are being revealed. More and more and more is coming up to the surface. But it's up on the people. So if they open their eyes or not. So that's them. But what we can do is, we can show up. And this is also what I'm getting for the year of 2023, that so many of you will have the feeling to show up, to take action. So, I mean, we observed so much now. We expanded our consciousness so much now, and slowly we also understand what our mission is. So, which reality do we want to see in the world? Okay, we don't want to merge biologically with AI. We don't want that AI take over. that AI is enslaving us or whatever, right? So this is what we slowly understand what this is. And because we were physically in 4D in the year of 2021, I can tell you for sure that we cannot use AI for lighter purposes. I'm so sure. Because it's their technology. And you know we have completely different technology, right? So when you dive deep within, then you know we have completely different technology, which is not abusive, which is helping us, which is helping your heart, which is helping your health. You know it. It's no abusive technology we use in higher dimensions. That's why I cannot defend AI, because I simply know we have completely different technology. This is reason number one. Reason number two is my experience. I just can't talk about my experience. And because we stayed in 4D physically and I saw the star portal of Nibiru, we were there. So on how awful it was there, I was sure it's the technology by the destructive ones. Okay? So, I don't know, how do you feel about all this? But this is what I'm getting. This is our journey. This is our process now. Of us truthers, chosen ones, light warriors, starseeds, however you want to call it, that we slowly discern what is really our path. What is the ascension path for real? What does it mean to embody the energy of Christ? What is it? So slowly we understand even our missions. And this is what I'm getting. This will happen strongly. And I feel more and more light workers, starseeds, they will show up. Because you see what's happening to the collective. So, and I feel this calling also. So imagine as more people are talking about it, as more all this becomes normal to the people. And when so many people are talking about it, so then people, they must slowly open their eyes, especially when young people are speaking up. Young people. At the moment I see older people. So when I tune into the alternative communities in Germany, I just can talk about Germany, basically older people are speaking up in the year of 40, the age 40, 30, maybe up to 50. But the young generation, they need support. I talk about the young adults, they have no true inspirations. So they are completely hopeless. So they hold on their VIPs. And they still don't want to see who they are and what they do. Many of them, not everyone. But they still hold on Kim Kardashian and Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. They still hold on them. And they see them as their role models. So the young generation, they really need support. So, and so many of us starseeds, we are still young. We are young adults in the year of 20 up to 30. So, and now we are allowed to show up. Because when young people are speaking, so then we can talk to the young generation as well. Because when many young people are speaking up now, so and talk about the global chaos, so and they expose, what's going on in Hollywood, and so on. So then many young people, they must slowly open their eyes as well. If these are very good inspirations, right? So this is what I feel. In the year of 2023, you will more and more show up. And maybe you also have a feeling of, hey, I don't give a damn about it any longer. I mean, many of you already feel it. That you say, hey, I don't give a damn about it any longer if people will like my content or not, if people will understand me or not. Hey, I don't give a damn about it if I belong to society or not, if I fit into the system or not. Because I mean, when you see it from this perspective, so this system is dying. And why are we afraid to show up? So I mean, the system is dying anyway. So we try to belong to a system which is crumbling anyway. This is what I mean. And so many of you will feel this calling in the year of 2023. Hey, now I speak. I mean, what will happen? My family, they will call me crazy. But I already know. Because I didn't took the pookie pook, right? I didn't took it, so they already called me crazy. They already excluded me to have a normal life. I was not allowed to go shopping any longer without the pokey poke, in Germany. So, I mean, what should happen? Yeah, they exclude me again. Society excludes me again. So then I'm alone in my room again. Yeah, what should happen? I mean, you already went through this, right? That people excluded you or told you you are strange. Or that you were not allowed to go into a supermarket any longer without putting on a mask. I mean, you already know it, isn't it? So, I mean, what should happen? So, this is what I feel. Yeah, this calling. And this is a message from the Arcturians. That's what I'm getting. So, they want to motivate us, basically, that we really trust our hearts. That we really trust our hearts, that you are allowed to show up. Not just because of yourself, it's also for the people. Because at the end, we all support each other. So this means when you help the people, you also help yourself. When you heal others, you heal yourself. Because we are in an energetic exchange. And this is what I'm getting. Yeah, that more and more communities will come together. That we really understand what's going on behind the scenes. That we really understand what AI is. So, I mean, we are all in this together now and we slowly wake up. Yeah, we see through these illusions more and more and more, and we try to figure it out. So, hey, what is this? Hey, maybe we really have other technology, for example, right? So, and this is what I'm getting. We slowly go back to the energy of Christ. Slowly we see through all illusions. Then we understand the connection to our soul is what matters. It's the soul connection. All we have is this one moment. And yeah, I don't care. I speak up now. So this is what I'm getting. We are prepared now. That's why you got the very strong shifts, because you heal and purge, you detach from very old traumas. Maybe you detached also from people which are not helping you for real, for example, or you let go of old beliefs, or maybe you had past life dreams again. You saw yourself in your past life. It's like we detach so much from the old stories, right? So we let go, we release, and we heal, and we heal, and we purge, and we heal at the moment, because we are simply prepared. So we got prepared now from the Prime Creator, because this time will come in which people really need our help. That's why I tell you over and over again, take care of yourself, because our time will come. I mean collectively. That's what I'm talking about. Not that you show up on Instagram or on Facebook. That's not what I mean. I mean, that's the beginning, but I talk about the collective. So when you are completely knocked out, so when you try to belong to the toxic system, you try to fit in, it's like, I tell you, it's so stressful for you now when you go with the ascension, because you see the difference. It's really a completely different dimension now. And it's draining your energy so much, more and more and more and more, because you still believe you must fit, you must belong to the toxic system. Yeah, you must fit in, but it's dying anyway. So why? Because we really need you. So your energy is needed. So really take care of yourself, because the people, they already made a choice and they must go through their own experiences. So, but when we show up, when we all unite, so people slowly will think about it. But when just a few people show up and we all wait and wait and wait, right? We will not create another world. And this is the physical reality. Yeah, so that we are taking action. And this is what I feel the masculine's power. The divine masculine is also rising. We need the divine masculine. Also to make the earth a better place. Because, as mentioned, when you balance the divine feminine and masculine, then you are a powerful creator being. Very powerful. And this has nothing to do with the transhumanism agenda. Because, as mentioned, transhumanism is the same, just in inverted form, artificially created with AI. That's the difference. But behind it, there's the truth. And this is what the destructive ones over and over do. Over and over and over. To confuse us completely. And these are the illusions. To confuse us, that we don't know what is true, what is wrong. So that even we don't unite. That we are always in a battle. And we ignore the soul connection. It's just about the soul connection. So I hope so much this prediction is helping you a little bit. This is just what I feel, okay? So that we are being called more and more. Maybe you feel it yourself. I feel this calling strong, honestly, from my team, that I have to show up, that I have to speak up. So even when we went through these dark experiences in the year of 2021, it was not funny as we stayed there physically in 4D. So, and I was a little bit afraid to show up again because I had all my social media platforms before. I had different YouTube channels. I was afraid a little bit because I know who is watching us. That's why, just saying, I don't want to scare the people over and over again, but I talk a little bit more about on my YouTube channel when you want to know more about it. So then you know how we are doing here. Also, and I still feel this calling. No, I turn the camera on. No, I want to speak. It's too important. It's too important. No, I want to speak. I must speak. I must speak. It's a calling. It's a calling from my team. My heart is telling me this. Yeah, I must speak. I must speak. Don't be silent. Don't be silent. You must talk. You must speak. Maybe you can inspire other starseeds, your family, your soul tribe. I mean, I cannot go to the collective and tell them, hey, I was located in 4D physically last year and we saw the Galactic Federation and I saw Astro Syrian was standing in front of me. I mean, you cannot tell the people that you were located in another dimension, so they will call you really crazy. Take your pills. You need a psychologist, right? This is how most people will react. But my feeling was, I want to show up again, even when it was close. I cannot say more. Because I wanted to talk to my soul tribe. I wanted to reconnect to them, and I wanted to talk to them, and I wanted to share with them what we saw. Because I know the spiritual community is more open-minded for this. I cannot talk to the collective and share the story with them. They will call me crazy. But at the end, it's completely normal. It's not crazy. It is normal. When we talk about the secret space program, it's normal. But for the massive, it's not normal for the masses. Okay? So I don't know how you feel about all this. But that's my message for you. You see. So when you know me from YouTube, then you know how we live. So that's why I over and over wear a scarf. Because it's cold here, for example. And so on. But my heart tells me, no, it's too important for me. I want to talk. I want to speak. I want to share my experiences with you. All what I know. I want to inspire you as best as I can. I want to learn by you. I want to be in contact with you. I'm not here to be isolated, completely alone. So I know that it's important now to reconnect, that we have each other. Because so many of you are in a similar situation, that you feel completely alone, isolated, that you live maybe also alone and very isolated. Yeah, and we had to do this. We had to protect our hearts, that's true. Yeah, we had to protect our souls and our hearts. Because as mentioned, when you talk to the collective, they will call you crazy. So even when you talk about, hey, I had a meet up with my Arcturian team, or hey, last night I saw the Pleiadians. So most people, they will say, hey, come on, take your pills till day. So that's why you had to protect your heart. That's why so many of you were alone and you lived very isolated. But what I'm getting is we are being called. The time really has come to unite. So when you know a few alternative communities in your country, I highly suggest visit these events, visit these communities and see what's happening. So even when you don't like it there, at the end, it was a very interesting experience and you learn something. So even when you figure out this community doesn't resonate with me, no, the people, they also doesn't resonate with me, and you will never visit this event again, but you learn something, see more the experience behind it. That's the masculine's power, that we're really taking action, that we really trust our impulses and that we go for them. So, or maybe you have the power to create your own event. Yeah, and you invite people and you can organize all this. That's what I'm getting. But when you know some events, alternative events in your country, I highly suggest join. Go to these events and see what's happening. Maybe you find your soul tribe, or maybe you find your soul family, or whatever, or maybe you're completely disappointed, who knows? But this is life. Because when you take action, even when you trust your heart, it's not always sunshine. So maybe you go through challenges. So maybe you experience things which are hurting you. But at the end, it was an experience and you learned something. Your soul learned. So, and this is also what I feel, for the year 2023, that we more and more feel this calling to meet each other physically, not just through social media, because it's their technology and we got watched, okay? So, but when we meet each other, that's completely different. Really, it's completely different. So, for example, my journey has started to join vegan events. Because the vegan community is booming in Germany strong, vegan, and the raw vegan diet as well, So, and there are already many vegan communities, raw vegan communities, so, and I simply visited one of these events. So my heart told me so. I had no idea, I knew no one, I was completely alone there, I traveled to there alone. Hey, but it was a very cool experience because the first time I really had the feeling I feel good. People understand me. Hey, they also practice vegan food. Oh wow, they eat also raw vegan-based food diet like me. Wow, so then I met others. And then it was very healing because we talked about our experiences. So how our health improved since the vegan diet. So, and it was amazing. But I was also scared. I was completely alone. I knew no one there, no one. So and I just did it and I just traveled there and it was a very good experience. And then I visited the next event. So and I really found a few people in Germany, which I call my soul family. There were a few there. It was like, I know them. So, and they were also highly psychic. Many starseeds were there. On the vegan communities, many starseeds, or raw vegan as well, many starseeds in the raw vegan community as well. So and then I was guided to my soul family as well. My twin flame Marcel and me, we met each other on a raw vegan event. Imagine this. My twin flame Marcel and me. And we are in union now since 5 years. And we met each other on a raw vegan event the same. So that's what I try to say. Try to take action. And I know, maybe you're disappointed. Maybe you didn't have a good experience. For example, I also joined a Psytrance festival 3 years ago in, it's a German city. It's called Freiburg in German. Close to France, Switzerland. The border. It was so disappointing. So, and I did this. I took a seat in the train and I traveled there. I took a seat so many hours in the train just to visit this Psytrance festival in Freiburg. It was a small one, by the way. Just a few people. I don't talk more. It was so disappointing because the energy, it didn't resonate with me. So, and then I made my experiences. So I had interesting conversations, a few. So and then I traveled back home. So and then I learned, hey, okay, I will never visit this event. So this is not, it doesn't resonate with me, Okay, so that's the same, guys. So don't be so harsh with yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid any longer because you will see the split will continue. You will not get the people. And the people, they don't get you. It's the same. The people see you and they see you as a person. You live with them together. You arrive now, right? You enter a supermarket or a shopping center and many people will stare at you. I mean, they always did it. Many people, they stared at you when you're all starseed. But now it's more obvious. They stare more at you because you still shine. You still shine. You still stay positive because you enjoy every moment you have. And many people, they don't understand this consciousness because so many people are afraid. They are sick. They have a flu. Their immune system, you see it. I see it by many people that their immune system is getting weaker. I don't want to scare the people, but I see these two sides. This is what I know. That's the way home. That you see light and darkness. not just the light and not just the darkness. So try to rebalance this, and that's why I also see the darkness, and I see how many people are suffering. I see that many people feel very weak and tired, and I see their immune system is really getting weaker. Maybe that's why, and it's true. And 12 million people have a flu now in Germany. You must know we have 80 million citizens in Germany, official. We have more, what I feel. But official, it is said 80 million. Imagine this, 80 million Germans and 12 million have a flu. It is so much. So it's like, okay, almost everyone around me has a flu now. Okay, so maybe it is true. But now people are questioning it. And you will see this chaos will continue. Be prepared. That's why I feel we must unite. We must help each other. Because I really don't know what will happen to the collective. Okay? So and I still feel 2024, 2025, I see big changes are coming. And then it's really visible for everyone. Maybe it's the government. Maybe it's because of Mr. P and Mr. T and Mr. B, you know. I don't want to spell all their names. You know what I'm talking about. I mean the government from the USA, Mr. B, Mr. T and Mr. P from Russia. You know, I don't talk so much about it. Because, you know, and we will see very soon what is true and what is not true. And I highly recommend as well, don't choose a side. The same. So, for example, when I watch what's going on with Elon and with Twitter, yeah, the next, I just watch. This is what I highly recommend. And then I watch my energy and basically it drains my energy. It is the same when I watch Avatar #2 and I don't resonate with this movie so much, honestly. And I feel how my energy is draining. So why do I watch this video and this movie when I feel it's draining my energy? It's the same when I watch over and over what's going on with Elon and with Twitter, you know? So it really drains my energy. And when I feel it drains my energy and I see in return I cannot help them, I mean, I cannot travel to Elon and help them, right? So physically, maybe I can send them my prayers and they will receive it. All people will receive your prayers when you meditate, so the higher selves. But I don't talk about the material plane. So why should I watch this over and over again? So it really drains my energy. So that's why we know we have destructive ones. We know their plan. They want to unite us biologically with AI. This is the plan, okay? The end goal. So we know it. So, and now we must stay focused on the reality we want to create. How do you see this? Because when you join over and over and over their vortex, and you dive into their vortex, then you will manifest and create the same. And your energy slowly changes. Or maybe you vibrate in the same energy. So, and then you really cannot create another world. Because you over and over join the vortex. Their energy. So that's what I'm getting also, yeah? It's like, okay, now we understand the darkness, we understand what's going on behind the scenes, okay? And now you take action. So what is important for you? How can you serve the people? How can you help the people? What can we do to create a new community? So that's what I'm getting, okay? So, and now I have the impulse to do a light code activation for you, yeah? So I feel, honestly, when I tune into winter solstice, yeah, it felt very strange. It's already evening here in Germany. It is evening here. I feel, yeah, the energy was strange, honestly. But I already felt it yesterday. So when I talk about the energies, I felt it was strange. I felt dizzy, very dizzy, tired, beyond exhausted again, maybe you too. Because we go through very strong upgrades. And when you go with the ascension, you will see, you will have always this up and downs. Because you really join another universe. Yeah, you go the way back home slowly. Back to your heart, back to the energy of Christ, the crystalline codes. You anchor them slowly. And the people, they will not get you. So don't try it to please them any longer. Because they really don't get you. They have really other problems now. So they must go through their own process, even when it sounds sad. But when people are interested in to know more, so you will always help them, right? But you cannot change them. They must go through their own experiences. So that's why stay focused on your path and inspire those which are open-minded. This is how we can create a better world. So you see here my eye, do you see this here? It's red here, again. Yeah, it returned over and over and over again. So when I go through very interesting shifts, or when I do a lot in the Astro, because I had very crazy Astro travels again, this is how I feel something is happening energetically, or when I talk about energy portals, because I sense it so strong in my body. So maybe you are in the same boat. It's like the people around me, they don't feel it, and I over and over and over have symptoms, or I have crazy Astro travels, or I have ear-ringing, migraine, so then I have a red eye suddenly, so it's like someone punched into my face, and yeah, this happened for real again in the Astro. Yeah, yesterday. Do you see? We are all in this together. So, but the people, they really will not get you when you tell them, hey, I did hard work in the Astro, so what are you doing there? Right? What is an Astro travel? So this is what I mean, yeah? And you will go through these up and downs over and over and over again. And I felt, yeah, it already has begun for a few days ago, that I felt, oh gosh, the destructive ones, they're doing something again. Yeah, and I was right, they scared the people here in Germany again because of Russia. Russia, yeah, now they scare them again. With the fuel, with the prices, oh gosh, they scare them. And they scare the people that children must take the pokey-poke now. Oh, 12 millions have a flu now. Oh gosh. So that's what I felt already, even when I don't watch the news. Okay, and then I see, okay, they always go so crazy when we have an energy portal, or when we go through a very strong shift again. This is how they behave, because they know exactly what's going on, and as mentioned, they invert everything. So this means when we have a very powerful energy portal, they try to invert everything again, or they attack you suddenly. Yeah, it's like this, two sides are rising, light is rising, darkness is rising. So in every time when you go through very strong upgrades, or when we have an energy portal, and we have an energy portal today, so you will feel the darkness also strong, that they try to attack you, to stop you, or they drain you down. That's also what they do, or they try to pull you back into their bubble. Fear, that you have fear again. So this is what they do. This is how they feed off our energy, by the way. It's over and over the same. So then you can be sure you are on a very good path. Because the dark ones, they will never attack you when they don't see you as, in their opinion, dangerous. They really just spend time with people, or with light workers and starseeds, which are, in their opinion, dangerous. What is it in their opinion? Yeah, when you see too much. When you see too much, when you vibrate too light, in their opinion, it's also hurting them. Because as more we anchor these high vibrational codes into this hologram, as more people will see, and as more light is streaming down. So we basically help also to hold the space for humanity. We help to anchor our grids. We have these codes anchored here. So I talk about the crystalline codes. The crystalline codes from the central sun, they are streaming down now. That's why we slowly change from carbon back to the crystalline body structure. And all those which said yes to the ascension, you will go through it now. Because your soul does this. Your soul decided, and then you slowly will change. And your energy will change. So in your body as well. And this really takes time. And that's why you react so sensitively on frequencies now. Because you always feel these two sides. And when you go through very strong upgrades, as mentioned, the darkness is also waiting. Because they really try to stop us. To activate our codes. To activate our DNA strands. Because when we activate our DNA strands, then we are really able to transform everything. And this is what they fear. So then you don't have to be afraid of G any longer. You know what I'm talking about. Because you transform everything. You even can transform the soup on the sky. Really everything. And you really have the power to do so. But this is just working when our DNA strands are activated. I talk about our 12 DNA strands, and we lost them. Okay, so this is the process now. It takes time. Figure out yourself how much you are able to transform already, because it does exist starseeds. They are very good already to change frequencies, strong. So then they work with G, for example, and they don't feel anything, because they really transform these frequencies into love or into peace, or they start to change the frequencies on the sky for real, and it has no impact on them. It does exist already a few. They can do these things. I saw a few already. They were able to change a crystal stone. For example, okay, this is for my nails again, you know, over and over and over. I share with you my nail tools. Okay, so let's say that's a crystal stone. Okay, and yeah, there was a starseed. She was able to deform the crystal, and her fingerprints were in the crystal. She just meditated. So she closed her eyes, she held this crystal in her hand, and then she opened her eyes, and then boom, the form was completely different, and her fingerprints were inside the crystal stones. And she shared with me her entire collection. So that's our power. And this is just the beginning. I mean, when she was able to give the crystal another form, and fingerprints are in the crystal stones, so then you can be sure that you can transform all this technology as well. I talk about the frequencies. And this is actually the path. That we are so powerful and strong that we are not fearing it, because we simply create our own frequencies. That's what I feel, and this also takes time. And I cannot say for sure how much we are already able to transform. Don't underestimate yourself, but don't be too naive. Don't do experiments like I take the pokey poke now and let's see if I can transform it. You know, don't make this kind of experiments. Really, I tell you, just to figure out if I can transform it. You know. So because we are all in this together, and there are a few starseeds, they already can do a lot. Really, they can change the crystal stones. You know. So there are a few starseeds. Okay, they can much less. They have not these abilities activated yet, and every person is different. So every starseed is different. So you must believe in yourself, and you must know how much you already are able to do. So, and there are a few that can already do a lot. Okay, so but it's very individual. You must know for yourself. So I cannot say how much you already are able to transform. You must know. Okay, so I see so many people here now in the comments. The indigenous that knew the secrets, that's why they were, okay, thank you so much, not just best manipulator, okay. Did you see that in this reality or in the astral? In the astral, we already can do a lot. So when you do astral travels, yeah, you can already do a lot there. So imagine as high you go, as more psychic abilities you have, and this feeling of you visualize something and it becomes real, yet the time between this, there's almost no limit. So you visualize it, boom, it's there, boom, it's there on the material level. And it already starts in 4D. Yeah, that these laws are changing slowly. Yeah, that you visualize it, boom, it's there. Okay? In 3D, it's a little bit different. Okay, because we have these laws here. But I know we are able to do a lot, even here in this reality. I know that we are able to do so. So that's what I'm getting. So when I tune into this reality or in the astral, you already can do a lot. So when you do astral travels, it's like there's almost no limit. Almost. Okay? But when I talk about this reality, we need time. We need time, and we must learn to trust ourselves. So, and as mentioned, believe in yourself. Son of God, or of it both, as below, as above, so below. So you were in conversation with each other. I see Telekinesis, yes, of course. Teleportation, yes, maybe, I don't know. I've made crystals warm. Wow, cool, very nice. Yeah, this is us. So, but this is just the beginning. So to keep a crystal warm or to deform a crystal, for example, as Marcel and me met each other, that was also so magical. So we were in contact with each other on social media after we had our first meetup on a raw vegan event. So then we were in contact with each other on social media, and I felt Marcel's heat. And this was also, it was so magical. It was like Marcel was so excited that I was guided to him on social media, that I accepted his friendship because he sent me a request and I never accepted. So he already knew me before we met each other. He sent me a request, but I never accepted because I didn't know Marcel. It was so strange. And then I was seeing, oh, he already sent me a request many months ago, and I never accepted his request. What? Now we met each other on a raw vegan event. So Marcel was already guided to me. But yeah, then we were in contact with each other, and it was like this heat. My flat became so hot. It was like, really, I sweated. So it was like, woo, woo, the room. It was so hot. And Marcel as well. He was so excited that we are in contact with each other. And he was visiting some friends. And do you know what happened? The chocolate. Yeah, he ate a raw vegan chocolate, I think. I don't know for sure. But the chocolate started to melt next to him. The entire chocolate started to melt. And it was not hot in the flat. They even opened the window up because his friend said the same. Oh gosh, it's so hot here. It's so hot. I must open the window. I must open up the window. And then the chocolate started to melt. So we were in contact with each other on social media, and I felt this heat as well. And I did the same. Oh gosh, it's so hot in my flat. I must open up the window. You know? So, and this is our power. So this is just the beginning, yeah? But this is a very magical story because this is how we met each other, right? That the chocolate melted away, that he had to open up the window, that his friends had to say, it's so hot, what's going on? It's so hot. And I reacted in the same way. This was really funny. I had to open up all my windows as well. Yeah, this is just the beginning, guys. Yeah, for real, twin flames, right? So then you see it from another perspective, flames, right? So it's getting very hot. The heat, the flame is burning again, yeah. Melts the chocolate. Yeah, so I hope so much. Yeah, Marcel is leaving a German content. Marcel is Soul Essence Mentor, by the way, my twin flame. He said, ja, das war echt genial. He says, yeah, that was very intense and amazing. Thank you. Stranger things happens every moment for us. It's funny. Yes, of course, especially when you don't trust your heart. So you see so clear if you trusted your heart or not. I see it so clear when I started to create from here, okay, out from my mind, or I believed I must do it. So what happens? Chaos. It's like so much chaos. And I already felt it's not a good idea, you know, to do it anyway. So even when my head also warned me, hey, please see me. It's an old belief. Why are you doing this? It's not created from your heart. So then I did it anyway. And what happens? Chaos. Then a device breaks, or I don't know. I don't find my shoes or something, you know. Or we take a train and then, okay, the train has a delay, oh gosh, so now we can't arrive at our goal, oh no, so the bus has a delay, or something like this. So this happens for real. So every time when we trust our heads, something like this is happening. It's like, see, our hearts already told us it's not a good idea to leave the house now, because the train has a delay, so we cannot arrive there anyway. Do you see? So this is what happens now. So much chaos. It's like, oh gosh, we already knew it's not a good idea. Why did we manifested it anyway? So because manifestation is also working differently now. Because I can remember I did a video about it on Instagram, right? In which I said manifestation works differently now. And I received many comments. People asked me, how is manifestation working now? Yeah, because these laws are changing as well. You create now from your heart. Many times we really created from our minds because we believed we need it. I need this new car. I need this new house. I need these new shoes. Law of attraction, law of attraction, law of attraction, right? Vision board, vision board, vision board. I manifest my dream life. I want to travel to Bali. I visualize it. Vision board, vision board, vision board, law of attraction. This is the old way of manifestation because many times we really didn't create from our hearts. We did it also because we believed we needed. And this is also the old way of manifestation. All to prove to people, hey, see, law of attraction works. I created my dream house now. I manifested my dream house. Yeah, see, it's working. Yeah, to prove to people, hey, law of attraction is working, right? But many times it was not our heart. We didn't create this from our hearts. We really created because of this. And this changes. Why is it changing? Because you shift your consciousness. Because you slowly understand all we have is the soul connection. So the soul connection is what is true. The rest will follow. Because when you create from your heart, you will manifest authentically. And not just because you want to prove the world law of attraction is working. Okay, so that's completely different. When you create from your heart, then you shift your consciousness authentically and you will manifest authentically. Because even when you manifest, mirrors always your soul. So everything what happens on the material plane always mirrors your soul. Technology mirrors our consciousness. So that's why AI mirrors the consciousness of those which lost a place in heaven. If you will, 10101010, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Okay, so this is their consciousness. And we have completely different technology, but that's another subject. Crystalline technology, for example. Plasmic technology, for example. So we used crystals, for example. Okay, maybe you know it. You know it as a starseed. You remember, right? We had completely different technology once, of free energy as well, which is not based on AI. It's based on our heart. The technology we had was heart-based, heart-centered technology, because technology always mirrors your consciousness, and it's the same with manifestation. So when you shift your consciousness and you open your heart, you go back to the energy of Christ, you create from your heart, so then you create other realities now. Other physical tools, because even manifestation mirrors your soul, your consciousness. And that's why these laws are changing, because you shift your consciousness. You see and feel different now. That's why it changes. So I don't know if I'm able to clarify all this. So it's a lot, right? Do you see there's so much happening? And these are our processes now for us starseeds, because even we slowly understand what really matters. What is important for you? I mean, what is really important for you? Here. What is your divine value? What is really important for you? And now we slowly see and understand. And this goes to all those which go with the ascension, which follow the energy of Christ. I talk about your organic ascension. I talk about the crystalline body structure, that you really activate your DNA strands from within. Because this is what we do. This is what we always did. We created from our hearts. Everything happened from within. We created from our hearts. So, and slowly we understand what this is and how manifestation truly works. And not just to prove the world, it's working, This is also important when you go through this process. It's all just a field of experience. And it's mirroring your consciousness, okay? But when you go with the ascension, you will feel that even this doesn't make you happy any longer. So even when you have a lot of money and you have your dream life now, let's say, but when you're not happy with yourself, when all this was not born from your heart, from deep love, then you will not be happy during a long time. But when you create from your heart, from pure love, you will be happy. That's the difference. And this is what I'm getting about manifestation, that this also changes strongly through you, because you use these tools completely different. It's like, this is a tool. Now you use this tool simply different. different. And now you create love with it. Okay, so this is how I see all this. Okay, now I think I talked a lot now. Let's do the light code transmission. You are also awesome. I love you also very much. Hi, nice to see you, soul, Octarian soul. Nice to see you all. Expansion of our soul brain. Yes, of course. Of course. And your mind is a friend, right? So when your mind takes the lead and controls your soul, you are always in a battle with yourself. Because actually your mind serves your heart. And we simply got led away from our hearts. The system led us away. That's why so many of us are so confused. And even so many starseeds of you and light warriors. Because many of you, you never had true support. You always felt something is strange here. You were always super intuitive. But the people around you not. And they told you you are wrong. The world, how you see all this is wrong. This is not working. This is what many people over and over told you. And that's why so many of you have a low self-esteem and you don't trust yourself. But your intuition is your gift. You have a very wide open heart and you never belonged into this system because you're here to create a new system or a new world, let's say. So I see your comments. You're also awesome. Memories of Lemuria, for me, heart-based. Yes, the ancient Lemurians or Garden Eden, you can use also this example. They were all very, very heart-centered ones. Even Atlantis was not so heart-based any longer. Maybe you feel the same way when I tune into Atlantis. They already worked a lot with technology already. And they started to believe the same, slowly, that technology is more powerful to the Prime Creator. This was also our fall. Also because of this. Because the Atlanteans, a few of them, yeah, they really believe technology is stronger. The same. Yeah, and in Lemuria, we were very heart-based. And we really saw each other. We really opened our heart. Our heart is the truth, yes. When you see it from this perspective, so then everyone is already channeling. You already practice channeling. Because when you stay heart-centered and when you trust your intuition here and be honest with yourself, what is your soul really telling you? I mean, we are all in this together because we all got led away from our hearts. And now we slowly understand what the soul connection is. So that's the game. We slowly go back home. So we are all in this together. That's why I like children so much, or animals. Today, I want to share this with you. I don't know if this inspires you as well. Children. They are so linked. They are so linked to the Prime Creator. So I see the difference. I spoke about it a few times on my YouTube channel. Many Germans, basically, they are very, how shall I explain this? You know, always light and darkness. You will see light and darkness everywhere, in every country. It's not just the darkness, it's not just the light. But the basic problem of us Germans is that we are not open-minded. So this means when we see new things, people which look a little bit different, it's basically bad. Bad. Germans, they want to keep their old traditions. They are not open-minded for new things. So very skeptical. Okay, not every German, but basically yes. So many Germans, and that's so crazy. When Marcel and me take a seat in the train, yeah, we travel a lot. So many adults, or young adults in the age of 18, 19, the young generation, which are following Kim Kardashian and Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and so on, right? The role models, which you believe, oh, they're so out of the box. No. Many Germans know. When you look a little bit different, so the people here, they talk bad about you, or they bully at you, or they laugh at you. So and how many people call me transgender in Germany? Young people as well, they call me transgender, many young people. Or they simply recorded me, Marcel, with their phones a few times. And then I saw, oh, they do a TikTok video about us. The strangers in the train. So and then they really recorded us, they filmed us. Young people in the age of 19, 20. So it's interesting because I'm 33 now, almost. I already can be the mother, almost. and they react so strong onto me and Marcel. That's interesting. I didn't figure out yet why young adults in the age of 14, 15 react so much when they see me or Marcel. Yeah, but this happens, I tell you, in Germany. Many Germans, they really react with so much disrespect, and they don't talk good about me and Marcel. It's no joke. Or they feel simply triggered by me and Marcel, and then they start to project their shadows onto us, onto Marcel and me, and it was not us many times, okay? Over and over and over again. So, why do I share this with you? On one hand, when I talk to English-speaking people, it's completely the opposite. Really. It's really another universe. So many people, English-speaking people, when I share with them what's going on here in Germany, so and how awful it is to find a flat. You cannot imagine how difficult it is to find a flat. Even when you are bold as a woman, and then you are self-employment, because they want to keep their traditions. So then they exclude you. They even don't talk to you. They don't look at you. It's a very cold energy at the moment, very cold in Germany. So at one hand, many English-speaking people, they react completely different. Okay, they tell us completely different things, and they're very shocked when we tell them what's going on here. So, oh my gosh, how do you survive in Germany? So, oh gosh, yeah, okay. But I feel it's important, so that's why we are here. I know Germany and center of Europe is important for the awakening. We hold very many keys, that's what I know. We hold many keys for the awakening. It's important. That's why we are here. We are needed here. So even when it stands, and not can say every German is this way, but yeah, this is what we experience many, many times, especially by young people, I tell you. So reason number one, English-speaking people react completely different, basically. That's also fascinating, and it shocked me at the beginning, and I don't understand till today. Okay, so, and now I share with you the experience with the children, because children also react completely different to the adults. Children. When children see me and Marcel together, they are completely different. So they like us, they want to play with us. So last summer, for example, we visited the pool a few times, and there were children that didn't know us, and they really wanted to play with us. So Marcel and me were just chilling in the sun. The parents, they were close to us, and they watched it. So they really wanted to play with us. So... and they were very sad as we said we go now. So they wanted us to stay. Oh, please stay, please stay, please stay, please don't leave. Yeah, this was them. They were so cute. And they are really completely different to the adults, to the German adults. It's like, how can it be? So this is impossible. So then I drank some coconut water, I remember. And this lady, yeah, this young girl, she wanted us that we stay. And she believed when she catches my coconut water, my bottle, and she runs away, that I will stay. This is what she did. Yeah, she took, okay, a bottle, coconut water, let's say, and she took it with her, and she ran away because she wanted from us to stay, because we told her we go now. So this was her tactic. So this is how children basically react when they see me and Marcel. They like us, and today the same. We were waiting on a bus station, and it was, oh my gosh, the new starseed children. It was a starseed child. My gosh. Do you already saw a few of them? The new starseeds, my gosh, they have completely different connections, completely other gifts. They are really completely different. That's why we must protect them. Because they are after them. That's why they scare the people so strong. The children have a flu and they must take the pokey poke. They are after the children, guys. The new starseeds. They know many of them are incarnating now, and I saw immediately he was a starseed. Do you know what he did? Marcel was first waiting on the bus station, and this child came to him maybe in the year of, I don't know, 4 years, 4 or 5, I don't know. So then he, went to Marcel and he said, hi, hi. This is what this child did, and he really touched Marcel. He touched Marcel, and it looked like he wanted to take his hand like this, yeah. And I watched it because I was far away. So, and then I just saw it from the distance that this child is coming to him and hi, yeah, and tried to touch him. And the mother was standing next to him. The mother watched everything and she simply smiled. Yeah, and do you know what? Then this child said, bye, bye, this, you know? And then he left and then I arrived and that was so funny because the child behaved in the same way again as this child saw me. Because Marcel and me, we are twin flames, we are the same soul. And it was so funny to see because this child did exact the same what it did with Marcel. The same way. This child saw me, hi, hi, and tried to touch me as well. And wanted to take my hand. And then I said, hi, hee, and the smiled and hi, this way, and then bye. And then this child, yeah, went back to the mother. And this child behaved in the same way. This was so funny to see. So, hey, see, we are really twin flames, Marcel. See, even children, they see it. Because this child behaved in the same way, I tell you, hi, hi. And tried to touch me. And then I looked into the eyes of this child. Oh my gosh, it's a starseed. It's a starseed soul. And it really felt like I know this child. Maybe it's strange, but it was like I know this soul. I know the starseed soul. It's like, you feel familiar. I think I know you. And maybe this child felt the same way. So hi, hi. So it's like we know each other already. From higher dimensions. Yeah, do you have the same experiences with children? And this is the same, guys. This is the same. So how can it be that children, animals, are completely different, but adults not? So how? Because children are so linked. They're so linked to the Prime Creator. Because they simply see your soul. And they are so authentic. They are so in alignment. Because they are authentic. This is ascension too. That you're really authentic. That you show your true face. That you really learn to discern with your heart. Animals, they react. Children react as well. And many starseeds, they experience the same. That children trust you. Or animals trust you. There's no problem. But why over and over with the adults? With older people, why? Because this system led us away from our hearts. And as more adults are expressing their soul again and their heart, as more people are simply triggered. And it's not always your problem. How can it be that children are completely different? And basically like me and Marcel, and they want to play with us. Or they want to take a seat next to us in the train, and they just watch us, Marcel and me. So why? How can it be? When it's always your trauma. You must release, yeah? This is what I mean. The false light is also coming up, and we slowly see through it. Also, what is the false light? What is the false light in the spiritual community? Yeah? Yeah, I proved the word law of attraction works. But it was not created from our hearts. Because we simply believe we need it. I need the new car, I need the new house, I manifest my dream life, I want to travel to Bali, right? So this is what we believe, this is the spiritual awakening. It's the same. We behave in the same way, but we just label it different. Now we call it law of attraction, we call it affirmation, manifestation, meditation, or whatever it is. But your intent is what matters. It's your heart, guys. So when you have a wide open heart, you can create from your heart and you will shine authentically. And when you manifest your dream life, it's authentic. And then you will be happy and you stay happy. And not just during a short time. Yeah, I have my newest car. Okay, law of attraction works. And what next? You know, you're still not happy. Because this is what matters. And the children, they are so linked. Because they are so happy. Because they are here now, right? So it was so cute to see this child and to see this cosmic eyes. It was amazing. It's really like, I know this soul. I know this soul. And the mother was just smiling. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah. So I see your comments. Yeah, we must protect them, really. Because they are after them. They are after them because they know that many starseeds are incarnating now, and they really have completely new gifts. They are so linked, many of them. They are so linked, they can remember all their past lives. They have no karma. They remember all their past lives. They remember who they are in higher dimensions, and they receive visions, and they just want to talk about it. They speak, yeah, I had a meetup with the Blue Avians. I saw the Arcturians last night, right? So they talk. So they share with you their experiences. So because they are so linked, because there is nothing, no karma, nothing. So, and they have more gifts. That's why we must protect them, because they are the future. We, our generation, okay? We do the hard work because we clean up the mess. This is what we do, right? All the mess. When the system collapses, yeah, we rebuild up everything. So we do the hard job, right? We said yes to the hard job. To the hard work, right? So release and heal and detach from the false matrix. Oh gosh, right? So we do all this work simply for all the new starseeds. So that's so amazing, right? We are also linked and so connected. This is also what I see. Do you see? It's always these two sides. So this is what I do as best as I can to see the light and the darkness. But when I see how many Germans behave, right? When they feel triggered and they call you transgender and they start to record you, right? This is the dark side. I see it, but I see also the light side. And this is, in my opinion, 5D consciousness. There is not more. Because you simply understand, rebalance light and darkness within you is the key to go home. Rebalance the divine feminine and masculine within you, it's the way to go home. It's so simple. And when you reconnect to the energy of a child, when you see through the eyes of a child again, then you remember what it is. What is 5D consciousness? Because children are very linked. They embody the divine feminine and masculine in every detail. Right? So they don't judge themselves. So a little girl, right, starts to scream. So when a little girl wants to scream, they start to scream. They don't tell themselves, oh no, I'm not allowed to scream because I'm a woman. Isn't it? So this just happens because they copy us and what we tell the children. So this, what we tell the children, they will copy it and they will integrate it. And then they behave in the same way. But actually children know. So I see many girls, they scream so loud, like wow. So they have a very loud voice. But when we are older, no, a woman is not screaming. A woman is not getting angry, right? This is all what we do now with starseeds. We heal and purge and detach from all these beliefs. Okay, so now I do the light code activation. Oh gosh, I think I talked over 1 hour now, right? So I just actually my intent was to do a winter solstice energy transmission. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so honored when you're still here. Maybe this video is inspiring you, and I think I will publish it. I think so. Maybe I will publish it on YouTube as well. Let's see. You know, I see all your comments. Love from Romania. I'm here for the shift. Yes, of course. Yeah, we must protect the children, really, because they have completely new abilities. Children are to their hearts, so they act with love. Yeah, all the time, and they have a very strong solar plexus, right? Their solar plexus is working so much. So they have so much power and energy. So where is our energy? Why? Yeah, because we got lead off from our hearts. That's why we have no energy. Because we don't know who we are. So, but when we are heart-centered, then we have still a lot of energy, even when you are older now. Because we still have this access. We still have it. So that's why I'm so inspired by children. Because they remind me of something. So that it's so easy, for example, that when you share your authentic self, you're already in alignment. So, and that you just do what you feel. I also watched a video on TikTok about a homeless person. It was a small child, and this child saw a homeless person sitting on the streets, and this child wanted to help this homeless person. The father recorded it. I don't know if you watched this on TikTok. And then he helped the child. And this child felt so sorry for this homeless person and wanted to give him money. And the father was so touched by his son, so that he helped him. And he recorded everything, and they gave him more money. More money. So it was a very touching video, because this is the energy of a child. So they don't tell the homeless person when we trust the false light teaching, hey, you have a very bad mindset. You must simply change your consciousness. Law of attraction. So visualize your dream life. So it's your fault because you have a lot of traumas to release, homeless person. That's why you live on the streets. You would never attract this when you're fully in peace and alignment with yourself. Because when you're in peace and in love with yourself, you would never live on the streets. This is the false light. So this means we have our spiritual awakening and we see these homeless people, but we still ignore it, and then we tell them it's their fault. Because they didn't practice law of attraction. They don't know how manifestation works. Have a positive mindset. It's simply your problem. And we don't know these people. Why are they in this situation? This is what I mean. The soul connection is that we are interested in these people. Why are they homeless now? What happened to them? That we really listen again. That we really see each other. And this is what this child did. Without judging this homeless person, hey, it's your fault because you didn't practice law of attraction. This is not what the child did. The child saw this homeless person, this man needs help, and he wanted to give him money. And his father helped. So this is us. And not to telling each other it's your fault because you heal your ancestor traumas and you have a blockage with your father. That's why you live on the streets now. This is the false light, really. This will never bring us together. So it's like now we have our awakening, we see the soul level, but we ignore the people. So they need our help and we don't help. We even don't listen. We are even not interested in their stories. So why are they homeless now? Why do they have an accident now? Why they are in trouble now? We are not interested in them because we believe to know already everything about them when we use these teachings, right? So that's what I see. That this is also being revealed now in the spiritual community, that we slowly understand what this is. It's a cage. It's a cage. We behave exact in the same way. We do exactly the same what we learned from the toxic system. It's the same, just labeled in love and light. But when people really need help, are we there for them? So it's the same, right? I mean, it sounds better, but it's still narcissistic. Narcissistic consciousness, narcissistic teachings. Yeah, and I talked about it in my newest YouTube video. Maybe you saw it. I talked about the Anunnaki group there, by the way, strong, when you want to know more about all this, okay? So, yeah, that's what I see. Many people see through this too, because slowly we understand, hey, so many people all over the globe are suffering now. I mean, it's not just you, because you must release your trauma with your mother. I mean, people all over the globe are suffering now and are in trouble, or they lose their material standards, or they have a weak immune system now. Strange. So why? Do you understand? So we cannot tell over and over each other it's your fault, because we simply defend those which have destructive intents. And these teachings, these false light teachings, are designed by the destructive ones to defending them. Now we see them, we know they do exist, we understand their plans, but now we defend them again. And we tell each other you are simply not ready because you must do more ancestral trauma healing. But the destructive ones need healing. Actually, they must do trauma healing, but they will never do. Because they understand one thing, all you have is the now, and they simply do it. That's the difference to us. So they simply do it. And we over and over and over believe we are not ready. I must do this blockage healing, this chakra healing. Maybe then I'm ready to speak up. But now you have the power to speak. Now your heart is beating. Now your soul lives in this beautiful temple, right? Now you are here. And you have all the tools now to speak up, to share your knowledge with us now. And this is what the dark ones understand. This simple thing, this simple law. They just do it. And yeah, many of them actually, they need trauma healing and help, but they will never ask for help. Do you understand? Many teachings were really designed that we defend them. That's also what I saw as we stayed in 4D last year. That's why I'm so sure, because we experienced it ourselves. Okay? But on the other hand, have compassion, because we must spread love. We must do the opposite. We must be the change we want to see in the world. And when you understand how they play, when you see more and more through their illusions, slowly you are able to detach from this matrix, from the false matrix, and you slowly go back the way of Christ. So, and that's why I was so inspired and touched by this video, as this child wanted to help this homeless person, because the first reaction of this child was, why is he homeless? The first reaction, why is he homeless? He has no home. And then he really wanted to help, and this touched me, because this is us, isn't it? So just my point of view, but we are all in this. We all slowly detach from all these false light teachings as well, even in the spiritual community. Okay, so let's see, comments. Yeah, so many comments. Love you so much. It has been cozy being. Thank you so much when this inspires you. Do you know, my point of view is, what if, because that's also a teaching, that we tell this homeless person now, your soul wants to experience how it is to be homeless. Your soul wants to experience how it is to suffer, right? This is also what we did many times. Even when we don't know these people, right? They are homeless, they have no food, almost no money. But we tell them, hey, your soul wants to experience how it is to suffer. My point of view is they scream for love. Their souls want love and attention. Their souls want to experience how it is to receive love and compassion. Because when a person is homeless, you don't know what happened to them. Maybe they scream out for love, that someone is really there for them. This is how I see it, and not they want to experience how it is to suffer. This is the inverted teaching. And imagine now, what would Yeshua do? The same. I think Yeshua would help him, right? Or we're listening to him, to his story. So to give this person love, compassion, and not to tell this homeless person, it's your fault, your soul wants to experience how it is to suffer over and over and over again. Why? Because you were evil in the last incarnation, that's why you must suffer now yourself. Do you see this is like, heh? No, all we have is the now moment. So, and your soul wants to receive love. Everyone wants love. So even when you are a grown-up person, you still search up for love, isn't it? So we do these things because we want love. It's love which motivated us. We search up for love. And what if this homeless person wants to experience how it is to receive love? What is this is the path of the soul. Do you see? This is how I see it. So I hope so much this inspires you. Okay, and now we do the light code activation. Okay, so I hope I'm able to do it now, because I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. All we need is love. Yes, it can be so easy, guys. It's so simple, and it starts with these little things. Smile to your neighbor. When your neighbor is open-minded, here in Germany, no. So when you smile at people, they make this at the moment. Most Germans, really, they don't understand why you're still smiling. Really, yeah. So, okay, Germany is a little bit complicated at the moment. But yeah, there are still a few people you can talk to them. Okay, and now we dive into this together. I wish you a happy winter solstice. You go through very strong shifts. Always keep in your mind your heart. The soul connection is what matters, and then you know what to do. Okay, let's dive into this together. We calm down. Maybe you want to close your eyes as well during you watch this live, because I will speak and sing a light language, intuitive. Now we calm down, stay in the present moment. Take a deep, deep breath. Take a deep, deep breath down into your womb. Deep down, and feel you are completely safe. You're safe, you're protected. Mama Gaia is with you. The Divine Father is with you. They're all here for us. Breathe in and breathe out again. Slowly calm down. Feel your heartbeat. Breathe in and breathe out again. Breathe in and breathe out again. Now at first I do a chakra cleansing for you. I feel the Arcturians are coming through basically. Moas akesha airi nas no taisa kai mut ore kean mut ase. Atumuk oikias alet erimua taka. Ait mik atukush is nelethinit oire mikt anukus ostaneshe. Shanuvaita. Shanatai sanote kuik ilisinita remotaya. Haitenik ut ukus netikish irimut akaya. Kaikunumok arik isanal sanas to shosheneseteya. Calm down, ground, ground. Kuruik ikaisnis aitenik ushashanu shesaya. Amis astanuma kameyalustusho. Kastanet ekisutu sukush eshene rikatuno kuse. Kas isakasuk ushik uroik ait ikimik sakashu utunuk usateria. Ground, ground, ground. Mesaleticht mutum. Stasanikishi et anukorik ekasa. Bet anut ukus aksanak asane shishi uria. You are protected, sakashanush otamai. Halesanisana takaya mukusere shinamutikisa. Kamreumuta lisado emisadeko ranum. Feel the energy in your sacral chakra. Mashashamum Bhavasatum Sasatinu Kurish Satisha Asiptini kuarikasonetesia. Feel your womb, kanesataya, asanelesata. Release all your traumas. Release, 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 release. You are allowed to express your emotions. You're good the way you are now. Amukut arikisashenelithinitakasanestakushea. Hais amukushea. Sati Atakishanukwa Amis Ashuwash Asilis Anatikis Amuria Haitikisana. We go higher to solar plexus Xarene Kasana Kasa. Activate your inner fire. Atomic Isria Nakasanoya. Be self-confident. Asuno Otekiri Kana Shishuasaya Tekesaya. You're good the way you are. Asunik Astumoya Teseya. You are allowed to show up. Astenitia. You are allowed to speak up. Asenik isanostokorek asanaya. Share your gifts. Xaashunut esana lethnitisuaya. Maya resanetateos. I see to mukorus. Xaaseya metis. astunushi shua aitikia makatana sa arua haik let ikia sanasana kutu rokosa asana kisa kashikisukuya kite nikis or release so shisho ashea shanesina stay in the now mosiko ametiki sa atekia unite ksa arituso heseat nukoshea open your heart ksa ashishioso Release your blockages in your throat chakra. Talk sanas and elethinita kasushua. Aitekiri makta kasukusunokot okasikisi anakisikishi etomukusa atekisa. Haikiokot okoma itikimi rikia nokusu kusto koshe elisinit inisana tikisaya. You are protected, Sakaya. Don't worry. Akase isanekisa nakasa atukashia. Don't be afraid. Kari kitomokase. Shishua ashelesa natuko amaktuat. Sisi stu isikiso stuko. Haitikishi mekisa aletikiruik atik. Kisana kasana tikisa atukoma ka arua. By kayuko akasana kisi nikisi kasaya tushuya be yourself. Kashori tikisi. Now mataket at ekisi astonokusuko tekisi katikita katushu esenetisi. Hayumuya kayare kiana soto to sokoto kono makaisi kishi amakaisi. Kutimus. Feel the energy in your pineal glands. Sesheo shonaya. We slowly go higher. Ksaksaya. I'm a mutea lesantun. My kanun. Amus. Amakase kishe eterikus unut okaima. Bait elis anat ekesa kerea. Now we open your crown chakra. Kusa. We shielded up your aura. You are divinely protected. Now we translate the current energy which is coming down. Open your heart. Receive this with your soul. energy from the feminine Christ is coming down. Tisaneya, she talks to you straight to your heart. Xashiniseya, codes from the central sun are coming down. Letekeria, Tishiniseneya, these are codes from 12D. Hamaitiki, Asaniseneya. You slowly go back home. Hatekisaneshinese, Atemiki, Samuya, Kalfus, Ledeman, Tinshorhudos, Demonis edivana, Edas edano, Ademakarista, Mephidas suchtus, Mesaida, Letan, Ramesanut, Kishamevarestutas. It is so easy. Nasanete keruiki sayanataya. Everyone has the access. Sashaneya. Open your heart and you will understand. Mashet isika sanuria. Tekas meshikui kiseya. You're good the way you are. Mavut. Nacha. Barenia. Mesan. Tameachtas. Chuvalistis. Mefa. Gedoleram. Sushuduchatis. You are infinitely loved. Sameshanaya. Go through the ascension process. Xashaya. You are prepared. Samatekeria. Detach from the false matrix. Xashaya. Detach from the old paradigm. Detach from the false light. Sekushinayasa. You are so much more than this. Xashanisamuiteria. You are divine. Listen, amatekit akuata. See through the eyes of a child and you will understand. Sakmushe. Haikisai resanatamusu sayashe. Dekiomute kise. Kaiuchas. Lem. Vaden. Ren. Satechachudos. Chudia. Levita. Let's ground all these codes. Shamaite kisariate, makete sakushe amayalete, aite kirikuma, bate sashenu maite, aikte nikisi, aite kumairi kisanete malase, kus kshio kushe shanate kisamuata, atnu kurik ikis malesenele thutukuya, You are infinitely loved. Mashete saya, all you have is the now. Patikis saishe. You slowly remember Ksashiniti Kisanoto Kore Haikimiku Sunoto Hokoto Neseya. Take a deep, deep breath now. Now I'm done with your transmission. It was so much fun doing this. I hope so much it inspired you. The audio quality, I know. I switched up for a new microphone. Yeah, I want to offer better quality as well. So maybe you have an idea which a microphone is very good. And I want to use a microphone which is available for my iPhone. Because I use an iPhone and it's complicated. When I use a USB microphone, you need an adapter. So I want to have a good one. So I was already guided to a few, but I found, I don't know if this will work. So I was guided to Shure. I mean, many people, they use Shure, but I don't know if the USB Shure, it does exist a USB Shure microphone, if this works for an iPhone. I have no idea. Are you good at this? Yeah, I see you are grateful. You sent me. Thank you. Thank you also very much. Yeah, I want to offer a better audio quality. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you also so much for watching. Yeah, I will watch it myself. So I have no idea how it sounded. I will publish it on Instagram as well. Yeah, maybe I will do a long light code activation. But then I think I will publish it on YouTube. Because I figured out when I want to publish YouTube videos on Instagram, I'm just able to upload videos which are 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, boom, the video broke on Instagram. So it seems like so. So maybe I can do a light code activation or longer one. At the moment, I use a Rode microphone. When you got this question, this one, I don't know if you see it. Not for my phone, I use the microphone of my phone, but I have a Rode. But I don't like the sound so much, honestly. So buy the Rode one. So that's why maybe I will use Shure soon. But I search up for a microphone which is usable and available for my iPhone. And that's not so easy, honestly. Well, I figured out. So I scrolled through the comments. Maybe you have an idea. We could vibrate regardless of the... Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, maybe. When it's still touching you, We felt it, and that's, yeah, thank you so much, sister. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm a very skeptical, so I always want to level up, so I always want to change, and I don't want to stand still. But yeah, I'm in the same opinion. So when it touches me, so then it doesn't matter for me how many followers a person has. If a person has just 2 followers or whatever, but when the video is touching me, I watch it anyway. Or when the quality is not the best, I watch it anyway. So I'm in the same consciousness, actually. But when it's about my own work, I'm so skeptical. So maybe you know it yourself. That you're always skeptical with yourself, and others, they don't see it. So why are you always so skeptical? Hey, it was good. So, okay. Thank you so much. Have a happy winter solstice. Happy holidays. I don't know if I will go online or live before Christmas. I don't know. When you celebrate Christmas with your beloveds, I wish you the best from the deepest bottom of my heart. I wish you so much love. Yeah, and even much compassion for everyone. Let's create a new world together. Let's see what's happening in the year of 2023. Basic message, it will be crazy. Because many hidden secrets are being revealed. Okay? Be prepared, stay centered, unite, join communities, found a new community, and show up. Okay? Thank you so much and take care. You are awesome. Ciao.